John Bennett from Logic Pro X, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create an Apple loop from anything that you have on your project. So in this case I've got Eve Miss Kitty, and we're just going to create a loop of this opening beat here.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, obviously I already have it lined up with my grid. I just put my playhead right here, Command T. And in other videos I showed you how to make sure you have the Apple Loops utility installed. I do. So I have it selected, and I know this is 8 beats, right? Because it starts here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 16 beats. 16 beats or 4 bars, whichever way you look at it. Hit Shift W, and there we got the Eve Miss Kitty here. And the trick to this, let's see here.
Yeah.
So if all I do is chop it and then hit Shift W, it's going to bring in the entire track. So what you want to do now is create a new audio file from just the piece that we want. You can right click and do bounce in place. There's a couple of different ways of doing this. You can bounce it in place or convert to new audio file, and that's what I'm going to do. And you can save it wherever. I'm just going to put it on my desktop. Okay, so now it's a new audio file. Now if I do Shift W, it should work. Good. So you have to tell it sometimes, and the way to create the loop, you toggle between looping and non-looping. We want to be on looping, and we know we want this to be 16 beats. And then you just simply hit save. If you hit save, it's not going to do anything, so you're going to do Shift Command S or a file. File, save as. Now, you'll notice that it changed from .aif to .aiff. Apple loops are .aiff, and if it's a .aif, then it's not an Apple loop and it's not going to do what you want it to do. So just an example, let's go to the desktop and pull over, let me pop this down and pull over the new loop that I created. I'm just going to drag it in. And sometimes it does this, I don't know why, but you can't see the waveform. But you notice that the symbol changed to, there it goes. The symbol changed to the loop, notifying you that it's a loop. Regular audio files are these like circles, okay? So let's just solo this. Okay. Great. So what? Well, now when you change tempos up here, let's change it down to 100. See, it still lines up with 16 beats. Now it's going to be much slower. Take it up to 180. Still money. And you know, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that most of the time I'm not creating Apple loops out of these songs and stuff. I only create Apple loops out of stuff if, number one, I know there's going to be a dynamic change in tempo in the middle of the project. Because if you come in here and this is not a loop and you say, I want to change the tempo to like go down, you know, this part of the project, you'll notice, let's take it like way down. the Apple loop still works where other sound files will not work. So let's see how this goes. You see it changed. Probably couldn't hear it that much, but now you should.
Yeah.
See? Okay. So that's one case where I'll do it when I know I'm going to have dynamic change and I can't just use the regular song. Other videos I've showed you where I match the song to the tempo of the project, and usually that's all I do. I don't bother, trying to create Apple loops out of just extra steps. But this is a case where you would need to do that. Now, another reason I would do that, say I know I'm going to reuse this like sample a lot in the future. I'll go ahead and create an Apple loop and save it in my Apple loops library for retrieval later, so I can use it. Those are the two cases, but that's how you create an Apple loop out of anything that you have in your project. Hope you enjoyed. See you on the next video.